Another question would be, how many questions the chatbot receive on a high season and a low season per day, let's say? Do you know?
It's hard to tell because there's a variety of questions. Depends on if we have some kind of event that is held in the city or if it's just a casual weekday. But in the season, in general, usually we have about I would say 15 to 20 inquiries per day, from which usually if they found us through the website, they usually write through Messenger. So the first layer probably will be the chatbot, and after that, if they do not find their suitable answer, then they will go to us. So usually about 15-20.
Do you use or plan to use any other artificial intelligence tools?
I mean, if we would have the funds and that would not be an option or obstacle, I would say that we would like to have something similar to ChatGPT. That is now a very, very successful thing. So if we could implement this kind of AI capabilities to I think that we can solve a lot of problems and provide a huge amount of information to visitors. I mean, I think that capability of that size is you can just leave an info terminal, and he can he can answer all the questions because he can reach the data that he needs from online, being online. So that's one of those things. Also, we don't know how if this would be possible because we didn't consider it yet. But there is also AI who can generate images. So one of our thoughts would be, if the visitor plans to see something and he can give the answer what he plans to visit, for example, a castle or a museum, that the AI could generate a simple map based on his request, and he can just use it then. So that would be like the
itinerary.
Yeah, for example. So that would be like the utopia. Yeah.
So my next question was, what were the reasons behind your organization's decision to implement and use digital tools based on artificial intelligence? You already partly answered the question, but maybe you want to add something.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, it's because the availability of the chatbot that is 24/7, and also it can be implemented in all kinds of platforms. So the availability is, here, so you can use anything you want. You can even put like a QR code if you want on a poster, for example. Scan that, and you are entering the chat that can provide the answers that you need further. So it can even, I think that's the main reason. For now, for the time being, yeah.
Another question would be, what benefits and impacts? So you already spoke about the benefits, maybe more about the impacts do you see from the use of this digital tool?
The impact is that the employees itself have more time to do different tasks, because as I mentioned earlier, we are a small organization and we have a lot of things to do already, and answering the inquiries, for example, it can take up time. And the good thing is that the chatbot can be implemented in different languages, for example. So for example, my colleague is speaking in German, and I do not speak in German. So if we have the capability of the chatbot to write questions or answers in German, and I'm the only one who is sitting in the office, for example, in the evening, so I'm covered in that in that aspect. So this is just one of the examples that is also impactful for us. Yeah.
Then I would like to ask, what challenges do you face in implementing and using digital tools based on artificial intelligence?
Yeah. So now, because we have the base, and as I mentioned, all the database of the questions. So the chatbot, as of today, cannot 100% distinct all the questions that users are asking. He is looking through the database using the words or some kind of compilation of that he can understand, but there are some phrases that you cannot. You need to have some more advanced level of analyzing, for example, like this ChatGPT that I mentioned, and also the implementations to different structures like website, and these can cost. So the cost, and also maintaining or updating the chatbot to be serviceful, that because he needs to do his job.
Do the digital tools you use help you to create new tourism services or improve existing ones?
I mean, today they make the plans, for example, easier for us. So I couldn't say that it makes new things as such, but it can tremendously help us to make like good packages, because the chatbot has all the necessary information and all the major points that the city can offer. So basically, he can do the same things that if I would tell them to do, for example. So I think it's good from that aspect.
Mm-hmm. How would you rate the effectiveness of artificial intelligence-based digital tools in your organization? Let's say 5 is very effective and 1 is absolutely ineffective.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as of today, I think it would be like around 4. We definitely have space to improve, but as I mentioned, tourism is a specific topic that can be covered from a lot of different perspectives. So the itineraries or maps or transportation or so forth, these do not change, or the objects, for example. Of course, the accommodation or something else, this can change, and we can update the chatbot database, for example, for that. So yeah, but if we want to have the ultimate 5+, yeah, we need something more.
Okay, then talk about the future. So if you would have enough money, what kind of product based on artificial intelligence would you choose next as a second step?
Yeah, so if funding was not a problem, we would definitely implement those 2 things that I mentioned earlier. The digital AI who can make images. There are also AIs who can even generate sounds now. So, you know, for someone maybe who is a disabled person, who maybe has impaired vision or something, you can make it so it can have audio cues, for example, and can answer the questions that you need. So from sound to digital art, and to just very good AI who can analyze text and understand it almost perfectly and give the proper response, using not only offline data that we have now, but using the general data which is in the website itself, using all different websites that it has.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Another question would be,